And we were invited for this show, Urbanism 2009. And the show is with one mission: speak better and of the future of the cat, that is the canal, the Leeds-Liverpool Canal. This is a landscape intervention he did Porto Allegro, with a cinema hall, with an art gallery, with a post office and 2 postcards, and a yard in which take sun, hopefully, and parties, trying to improve the recognition of this area by the neighbors and also inject new life in it.
The actual waterfront was identified as an important site of development, and the idea was to connect the city centre with the waterfront more effectively, to get people from the city centre coming to the waterfront, visiting the Albert Dock, visiting the other attractions along the waterfront. So I think the last 10 years, shall we say, have been a site of a massive amount of activity on the waterfront in particular. And of course, the development we're standing in now. Liverpool perceives itself to be in a struggle with Manchester and Chester for shoppers. You know, so there's a big residential area of people in between Liverpool and Manchester, and to the south of Liverpool into Cheshire. The people behind this development wanted to attract back to Liverpool. So I think that you're right to say that national and international images of Liverpool are important, but I think what was actually driving the retail development was actually this group of people closer to home who have got money to spend, who are a wealthy middle class.
A Foundation, in 2006, we wrote a report which highlighted the need for independent cultural activity within a city. Otherwise, all of the cities that have been regenerated are becoming really sort of homogenised and unrecognisable from one city to the next. They have that regenerated look, and we decided, we thought that if a city, for a city, this city, to retain some of its uniqueness, that an area for cultural activity should be earmarked. Well, I think culturally, a lot of the artists have been squeezed out of the city centre, although that wasn't, I don't think you'll find that written down anywhere. I mean, this is what happens when an area becomes more attractive to property developers. The low rents will go, and often artists are using low rents in order to, allow them to exist, in their chosen profession as such. But the moment property developers come in, the cultural industries are pushed aside. We had a meeting with them, and I was talking to them about the fact that we're only 10 minutes from Liverpool One, and we provide an opportunity for some of their visitors to have another experience other than shopping, and that there's a cultural experience up here just 10 minutes away which is unique in the UK. And they were quite happy to say to me that they really didn't want their shoppers to have any other experience than shopping.
Personally, I think, it's a massively speculative and a massively volatile gamble, actually. I'm not sure whether that gamble will pay off.
On the one hand, there has been a lot of interest in Liverpool and the kind of surrounding area, as you say, the kind of docklands, in terms of like regeneration and bringing in kind of cultural investment or whatever. That's great, but I can't also help thinking that perhaps It's not purely driven by this idea of, bolstering or boosting particular artistic or cultural capital. It's purely market driven. It injected a lot of money into the city centre, but systematically ignored the external communities.
We do want to encourage the reuse and the animation of these docks, so we want to encourage activities in there, sporting activities and leisure activities, perhaps get more restaurants, bars and hotels, and possibly in certain restricted locations some homes, people living in floating homes on the historic docks.
A Foundation also has a gallery and studios in London, and we'd like to build the links for between Liverpool artists and London artists, and have some residencies for people up here to go to London and vice versa. It's about professional development of artists and having a sort of organic approach to evolvement, checking out what's needed, by the surrounding areas and responding to it.
Ich denke, was zukünftig auf jeden Fall eine Aufgabe ist, auch für die Stadt und auch im indirekten Sinne für die Tate hier, Tate Liverpool, ist Möglichkeiten zu schaffen, die Künstler hier bleiben lassen. Und wenn uns das gelingt, sage ich mal, in den nächsten paar Jahren Liverpool nicht nur zur Stadt der Kunst und der Kultur, sondern zur Stadt der Künstler zu machen, dann wäre das ein großer Schritt vorwärts.
And wow, there's something amazing about that blue. It makes me want to step outside. I want to loosen my tie. Sweet Jesus, my heart is beating faster and faster. I'm palpitating, I'm sweating. I just can't help myself. I just can't help myself. Mana makes me want to rock out. 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 So, I'm in the Pompidou, that's in Paris. And the French, they're far more laid back about their art galleries. There's little children running around. I see a piece by Matisse. That's my window of opportunity. I take 5 steps back, I put my head down.